election to run under the strict supervision of heavily medicated octogenarians.
I'm gonna need to see 3 forms of ID, 12 if you're a Democrat.
Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai Ba'asham, Rakak Wadash. A divine to the apostles, the others, and great millstones, salutations to Yakim that's out there doing the work of truth and sincerity. Alright, so this is pretty much regarding the last video I made. At first, it was blocked, as you can see. Concessions and no progression, Civil War, copyright claim the first time. So what I did was, all I did was just go back and take one of the videos out that I had put in post-production, you know, thinking that would, you know, get me by, so to speak. But no, you know, and you know, the gist of that video was just explaining that, you know, it could be a possible civil war because, you know, Trump is taking legal action through what they call concession. All right, and he has all right to do that because, you know, they're screaming about voter fraud. So, and it basically is just you know, to shed a little light on, you know, what's basically transpiring from the election results, you know. And of course, you know, I guess you can call them the deep state, you can call them the Illuminati. They want Trump out of there, you know. And as we see, I believe personally, and it's just my, you know, my personal belief that, you know, he's pretty much in the way of the, you know, the elite, and he, you know, they might try to do something to him, you know. And of course, that was spawn what we know as a civil war here in America, but the scriptures speak on that, you know. So, you know, the second video, you know, I tried to pretty much cut it up, tried to take, you know, the video out that was that had the copyright, you know, infringement. So they hit me with this. All right, so they said it was pretty much restricted or blocked. I think that's what they're saying. Let me see. Oh no, this is a different video. But they actually took, they blocked the first one, and this one they removed the whole video. So, you know, and that was from, I believe, let me see, Slaki. And I think concessions, no progression, Civil War. So, being that I'm speaking on, you know, a possible civil war, of course, they don't want to, they don't want that content out there because that's probably, you know, part of the agenda. Who knows? But it seems as though it might be leading that way. So, all right. So, yeah. So this article saying Roger Stone to Donald Trump, bring in martial law if you lose election. And it's crazy. We just seen him in the Simpsons episode, which I think I'm gonna play in the beginning. You know, if they try to strike me, so what? You know. And this is part of the civil unrest. This is part of the confusion. This is part of the division that's going on in America through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai. You know, all that believe, all that know, or all that believe know exactly what's going on. All that don't believe, they're still in confusion. They don't know what's going on. They don't know what's about to take place. And we know, according to prophecy, what the Lord has said, you know. And so let's start with Isaiah 19:3. And these are the same scriptures I brought out in the other lesson. You know, Lord willing, this is edifying because, yeah, man, it's pretty much putting 2 and 2 together, man. And yeah, these people don't have a clue. All right, I'm gonna start at Isaiah 19:2. It says, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. All right, and the Egyptians this is a future prophecy. So the Egyptian, it represents bondage. All right, and who's known more for bondage than America? Slavery. Okay, and so the Egyptian, the American against the Egyptian, the Americans. So your Americans is going to be against the Americans. All right, because America is spiritually called Egypt and Sodom. All right, why is it called Egypt and Sodom? I just explained, because of the bondage, the slavery, and then the reason why it's called spiritually Sodom. All right, it's because of homosexuality. All right, we know the Western civilization, the Western culture is big on pushing the homosexual agenda. All right, the androgynous spirit. Okay, and we know what it is. It's Satanism. It's all forms of perverseness, because this kingdom is ran by Satan. Literally, these people worship Satan, and most of them don't know it. A lot of other people know it. A lot of people into witchcraft. That's the new thing. But hey, that's about to be soon cut off. So we'll see what you're gonna stand on. You'll see what you're gonna stand on when the Lord cut that spirit. Verse 3, it says, "And the spirit of Egypt shall fail." You see, right there. It said it right there. The spirit of Egypt shall fail. The spirit of America. What is the spirit of America? Perverseness, mirthing, which means basically partying and, living it up to your best life. It's funny they say all these things, and the scriptures pretty much peg you people, man. It got you people, and basically, everything you're doing, the scriptures already said you will do it, and it says in the midst of thereof, it says, "And I will destroy the counsel thereof." You see, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards. All right, and that's what they're doing. All forms of alchemy, all forms of tarot card reading, all these different bullshits that they think they winning off of. They, of course, the energy that they carrying now, they ain't gonna have when the Lord cut that, and that's what's beautiful about it. See, we know what's gonna happen. These people don't care because they're feeling good. But what did the scripture say, man? The scripture say, well, in fact, I'm gonna get it. Let me just get it. 1 Thessalonians. 1 Thessalonians 5:1, man. All right, because these people don't have a clue, man. And that's what makes it so beautiful. They talk so much shit about the Lord and the men of the Lord, like we're nothing. Of course, we're supposed to be nothing on their side, which makes it all the better when the Lord comes and you see that glory, He's going to give us glory, because we the ones that stuck with it. We the ones that call upon His name and stood stiffly upon His name. So much for everybody else. First Thessalonians 5:1 says, "But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you." Why? "For yourselves know perfectly the day of the Lord cometh. The day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night." What does that mean? That means it's going to catch you unawares. Because when the thief comes, you're not aware that the thief is coming. Okay? All right? Unless you have an alarm system. And metaphorically, that's how... that's how we living in the world. We literally have an alarm system through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. We know exactly what's going to happen and how it's going to happen. Verse 3, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction shall come upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." You see, they ain't going to escape, man. All right? And travail is going to come. About the 38th, 39th week of a woman's pregnancy, that the 40th week pretty much is the most intense. Okay, that baby starts to come, and that's how this tribulation, this anguish is going to come upon these people who don't care about the Lord, who forsake the Lord. All right, your time is coming. That's why we're not saying that. We don't have to say nothing to you people no more. We've been warning you people. You can look at us however the hell you want to look at us, but at the end of the day, you are the ones that's going to be in complete anguish. All right, because everything that we're saying is actually coming to pass, and it's not of our own lips. It's not of our own tongue. It's not of our own will. It's the Heavenly Father will. He just chose us to be surrogates. And y'all hate the fact that He's chosen us, which we nothing to the world, but we everything to the Lord, which makes it so much more beautiful. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. So it's not going to overtake us as a thief. We're not going to be caught unawares. We're not going to be caught with our pants down. Okay? We're gonna be ready, and we're gonna be like, oh, well, this is what we expected. Now it might play out a little different, because it's a little different when you say something, but when the action comes, it's slightly different. It's slightly different than what you expect, but we're gonna be prepared for it. Okay, we're gonna be prepared for it. Why? Because the Lord has given us a one-up over everybody in the society, because we have the light. Ye are the children of light. Verse 5, and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of darkness. All right? You see? Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. You see, we're sober-minded, meaning ultimately it means that we're not delving into these different philosophies. We're not delving into these seducing spirits because it feels good, because it sounds good, because it fits what we're trying to do. And that's the problem is with Jake. Most of them try to fit God into their life, into how they do things. All right? And so we know the Most High don't work like that. We know Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua doesn't work like that, okay? So, let's go back. 2nd Ezra 16 and 20. All right? Like I said, these, I'm just basically remaking the lesson, I guess you could say. Because they cut the video twice. All right. Let's see. 2nd Ezra 16:20 says, "But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges," meaning the punishments. The scourges represent the punishments that's coming upon the world, and these people are not going to be mindful of the things that's going to be taking place. They're going to completely be oblivious. Okay, and that's okay. That's fine. I know our zeal eats us up. Us being jealous of the Most High's word and His laws and His righteousness, and having to see the world prosper and them, do what the hell they want to and defy the Most High and defy His name and spit on His name and blaspheme His name. Of course, we're jealous. Of course, we're mad. But the thing is, it's well with us because we ultimately know the end. Yeah, it hurts, but we know the end. All right? It said, "Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy." And they're already talking about a dark winter. They've been talking about a dark winter for some years now. Now we're at the helm of it. We're at the doorstep of it. All right. And these are the punishments that's going to take the wicked. All right. Of course, the righteous is going to be tried as fire in the gold. Gold in the fire. All right. The fiery furnace of affliction. But because we were chosen, we were made to go through it. All right. So, but hey, if the Lord chasten us, how much more is He going to chasten the heathen, the people that don't believe? It's going to be worse. 2nd Ezra 15:14. All right, woe to the world. And once again, this concession, this whole thing is set up for America to go into civil war. Who knows? It might be next year, but it might be now, because look how this thing is playing out. Literally tomorrow, Trump is about to, pretty much bring forth these lawsuits to these different states because of the fraudulent, the ballots. The fraud, man, that's been pretty much been playing out so they can elect Biden, because they want Trump out of the way. He's not following fully the orders of the elites, the ones that actually run the presidency and the society. All right, so 2nd Ezra 15:14 says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and the people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands." Right. So the Lord's been saying this, man. All right, you're gonna see civil unrest. You're gonna see civil war, and you got people talking about, I'm living a good life. I'm good. I'm well. I'm doing well. Man, you're not gonna have the same energy. You're not going to have the same energy. All right, because the Lord said the spirit of this place is gonna fail. You're not gonna have the same energy when that time comes, man. You're gonna bug out. All right. You're going to bug out. You're going to lose control. The control you thought you had, you'll never have it no more. All right? Because you niggas are wicked. All right? Okay, it says, for there shall be sedition, meaning rebellion, among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. That's talking about their government. All right? And the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So they're going to have power, all right, to do whatever the hell they want, when they want, how they want. Okay? Ezekiel 12 and 25, and I'm going to end it on here. All right? Because Jacob's still jacking. They jacking hard. They talking all sorts of madness against the Lord. But what did he say? What did the Lord say? They don't give a fuck about what these niggas say, man. These niggas ain't nobody. They don't move nothing. All right? They don't move nothing but their mouth. All right? And they do whatever they can, deceitfully, mischievously, in whatever shape or form and fashion they try to do it. But you cannot one up the Lord. Ezekiel 12 and 25, it says, for I am the Lord Yahweh. I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass. It shall no more be prolonged. It shall be no more prolonged. For in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word and will perform it. See, now he's saying the word. And how much more rebellious you niggas are today than you have ever been? You more rebellious today than you ever been. But guess what? All right, guess what? It says, for in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word. See, he's saying it now through his prophets, and will perform it, said the Lord Yahweh. Power. Again, the word of the Lord came to me, saying, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come, and he prophesied of the times that are far off. Therefore say unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh power, there shall none of my words be prolonged any more, but the word which I have spoken shall be done, said the Lord Yahweh power. And we're seeing that. We're seeing it in front of our eyes. And with that, Lord willing, this is edifying. And yeah, it was just, basically trying to recover the lesson, man, because they pretty much, trashed it, But Lord willing, the lessons, if any brothers caught them or any sisters caught them beforehand, they, pretty much watched them in their entirety and was edified. And with this, I'm going to say shalom.